Hey guys, welcome to Discover Music, and today we'll be talking about the debut album from alternative metal / new metal band Alien Ant Farm. And their debut album was called ANThology. Now, the first time I heard about Alien Ant Farm, I was like, huh? Are they like a comedy band or some type of band like that? And of course, you know, Alien Ant Farm, the name of the band, doesn't really give off any type of good vibes when you first hear it, because, you know, it's kind of a ridiculous band name. And apparently, the name comes from an original idea from the guitarist Terry Corso, who had had a dream about aliens and Earth. And apparently, he's quoted to say, it was just my daydream about our planet being seeded by entities from another dimension. And so, that's how Alien Ant Farm got its name. And they're from Rockside, California, and they were formed in 1996. And they're still going strong today. So, ANThology was released in 2001, and it features their best hits, their cover of Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal, which we will get to later. Okay, let's jump into the tracks. So, Courage, starting off the album, is kind of a classic alternative metal song. It really doesn't do anything to inspire more of the genre. It's a driving song with vocals from lead singer Drayden Mitchell, and he kind of gets a little bit hard in some of the parts, but overall it's just an average song. Nothing that stands out. Okay, so the second song on this album, Movies, was previously released in the Greatest Hits album, which is technically their first album, but didn't really sell a lot. It was independently released, and as Todd Machado said in his episode of One Hit Wonderland for Alien Ant Farm, that creating your first album and naming it Greatest Hits isn't a great way to start off your band. And Movies was the first single released, and there is 3 different music videos made for Movies, and each of them getting a little bit more weird, and with the most recent and the most popular one having a bunch of movie references within it, like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and there was Edward Scissorhands references in it, and it was kind of a strange music video. And the song itself, Movies, doesn't really grip you much. It's kind of a happy-go-lucky song with not so much happy-go-lucky lyrics, which is one of the main aspects of this band that you can say is for or against it. It's all their sounds try to sound so happy-go-lucky, and it looks like they want to be this quirky band, and a band that tries to make you smile and make goofy faces and tries to be that weird kid on the block type of band. But their lyrics are quite depressing and show life struggles in their lyrics, and so the mixture of the two don't really work, because you're either happy-go-lucky or quirky, and you show that within the song and the lyrics and the way it's played, or you're serious sound with serious lyrics and try to be introspective to yourself. So now the next song, Flesh and Bone, Another very average song. I don't really remember much about it, and I've listened to this album like 5 times, and it really didn't grab me in any way, and it didn't like try to keep me wanting to listen with this album. Now, the next song, Whisper, on the other hand, really did captivate me in a lot of ways. Whisper is a very good song. It was surprisingly good. Now, when I first listened to it, I wasn't a huge fan. It was a good song, it was a solid song, but I wasn't, gripped by it. But as I kept listening to it, it grew a lot on me, with Drayden's harsh vocals really making its first major appearance and affecting the song in a major way in this song. And it grew on me, and I suggest this song. Now, next at number 5 is Summer. Summer was, need I say, bad. It was not a good track. Every time I listened to it, it got worse and worse. The lyrics to the song were just dreadful. Like, I was something like, you are summer and I wish you were spring, or I want to make you spring, or some really outrageous lyrics that you cannot connect to, and the song, the way it sounds, was awful, just awful. Okay, so the next song is number 6, Sticks and Stones. Now, this song, like Flesh and Bone, didn't really do anything for me. Not a memorable song by any rate, and it just didn't grip me at all. Stranded, no, my bad. Stranded is number 8. Number 7 is Attitude, which is another single that was released off this album, and it's a pretty catchy song, Attitude, I must admit. And Attitude really, it makes you want to sing it more. Like, it stayed very consistent with each listen that with each listen to that song. And I must say it's a good song, and I recommend listening to that song. And it was picked as a good single. Stranded, boring, average song. Can't really say much more about that. Wish, another song like Whisper that shows more of Drayden's harsh vocals, and it is another recommended song off this album, and I enjoy listening to that. First impression was really good, so I had to taper off each time I listened to it, but still a song I'll come back to. Calico. The lyrics are Calico cats and Calico dreams in the chorus. Need I say more? It was probably the worst song on the album. Happy Death Day. This is a very interesting concept of a song. Instead of saying happy birthday, obviously happy death day. Happy death day to you now, baby, is some of the lyrics. And it basically says, and daddy's got a brand new body bag for you. Really depressing song. Probably the most depressing on this album. Okay, so the next song, the famous Michael Jackson cover, Smooth Criminal. And Michael Jackson's song, the original, really made itself well that it can be translated into a rock song. And I think Alien Ant Farm did a great job in capturing what Michael Jackson did in his original song with his more funk type of music, and introducing it into the rock world with a different spin and a very funky music video, kind of like a Backstreet Backyard type of music video. And it wasn't originally supposed to be released as a single, but DreamWorks wanted to kind of keep the album going and popular and in the mainstream, so they released it really without the consent of the band, but it really did make the band go into mainstream, which did kind of hurt the band in hindsight, because Smooth Criminal isn't really their style. As you can see from the rest of this album. And it kind of hurt them in the long run because people who were just fans of the song were expecting Alien Ant Farm to produce material that sounded like Smooth Criminal, and of course they didn't. And so the final track on this album, Universe, has a hidden track called Orange Peel, and it's just a very average song, a little bit above average I would say, and it's not a song that stands out, so it doesn't really have a great album closer, I must say, for ANThology. Well, those are the tracks, and that's what I think of each of the tracks. And this album as a whole was tolerable. It was an above average listen, but it did have some really weak parts, as I said, such as Calico and Summer, Sticks and Stones, Stranded, Universe. Those were all very bland, and some of them, like Calico and Summer, bad songs. And the only songs that were really able to save it were like Smooth Criminal, Wish, what was the other song? Whisper, and songs like of that nature. Those were really the only songs that were able to save it. So my final rating for Alien Ant Farm's ANThology is a 60 out of 100. I know this time I kind of said the rating before I gave you my song rankings. So here are my song rankings for Alien Ant Farm's debut album, ANThology. Now I want to give a shout out and some thank yous to people of Discover Music that helped me review this album. I want to say thank you to Alex, thank you Andrew, thank you Anthony, and thank you Nicole for also reviewing ANThology by Alien Ant Farm and sending me your reviews and helping make this review possible. If you guys want to see what they rated ANThology, see the description down below, and I'll have their song rankings and their overall ranking of the album if they gave it to me. Thank you for watching another Discover Music production, and I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, thank you for watching another Discover Music production. Please leave in the comments below a video you would like to see Discover Music make, or an album you would like us to review. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and smash the like button down below. Don't forget to watch other videos that Discover Music has made in the annotations below. I'll see you next time when we cover the last 10 years album from birth to burial. See you guys, and rock on.